Cheers, guys. Epyx911. Welcome to the Elitist Geek and my review of the Blue Yeti USB-powered microphone. It's a solid device. Check out my club hand next to it. Very solid. In fact, it's so solid and sturdy that I can't for the life of me figure out why the frick they used plastic knobs. Plastic on such a sturdy, gorgeous gal. Because she is purty, real purty. The reason I purchased this Blue Yeti, and that's a small thing, the plastic dials, it should last the test of time, but only time will tell, right? So that's one complaint I have. The other is the fact that it is a USB-powered mic, which if you're in a studio or a room like this, isn't going to be a huge issue. You've got your computer, USB-powered hub, but if you have to take it on the road, that could be problematic, unless you have a battery-powered USB hub, which are rarer than a forest unicorn, but they do exist. Look online and I'm sure you'll find one. There is a cool feature about the Blue Yeti USB microphone that I didn't know when I was doing research. The reason I purchased this microphone, and I'll get back to that reason in a second, on the big selling point that I didn't even know existed. The reason I purchased this is I was sick to death of picking up background noises, whether it's the webcam that you're viewing me on, it's built-in speaker, my Sony HD SR10 from 2008, which takes a good picture, but uses a built-in speaker, which kind of sounds like crud. Or my Sennheiser PC330 trusty boom mic, which also sounds like you're drowning in an aquarium. So the Blue Yeti was a welcome purchase. Once I figured out some audio sync issues between Pinnacle and the Logitech Cam software. Once I got that all figured out, fantastic. In fact, you're listening to me on the Blue Yeti, and it sounds very clear. I can get very close, and you won't hear many popping sounds. And if you do, you can alleviate the popping sounds with a pop filter. I've seen them as cheap as $5-6 online, or heck, you can make your own for probably half that using a sewing circle and some pantyhose. Some great videos available for that online. In terms of features for the Blue Yeti, let's start with the real cool feature that, again, I didn't even know existed. Had it, I wouldn't have probably done as much research or hesitated as long and would have snagged it right away. And that's none other than the feature located on the bottom. You've got your USB plug, your threaded insert for a microphone stand, and a headphone jack. Only it's not just a headphone jack. It doubles as an auxiliary port, which is really freaking cool. You can plug in a 3.5mm cable into the headphone jack, and the other end into a DSLR camera or camcorder's external 3.5 mic input, and use your Blue Yeti to record. Of course, provided that you have USB power powering it. So again, if you're mobile, you'd need a battery-powered hub, but if you're in a room or a studio, a computer or a USB hub is going to be pretty handy. In terms of features on the front, you've got your mute button. Solid red indicates it's recording. Flashing, by pressing it once, indicates it's in mute mode. The aforementioned headphone volume dial is down here. And on the back, you've got some really cool features. This is a condenser microphone, and it's got several patterns available to it. But up top here, we've got a gain dial. And you can think of the gain dial as ranging from min, which is 7 p.m., to max 5 a.m. I've currently got it set to about 9 a.m. That's about 2 notches from minimum. And it sounds great. You don't need the gain to be much higher than that. Below that dial, you've got your 4 patterns. I've got it in what's called cardioid mode. And put simply, cardioid mode allows you to pick up volume from one direction while excluding the others. It's perfect for podcasts, vlogs, YouTube videos where it's just you doing the announcing. So right now it's just picking up my voice and excluding all the rest. You've also got stereo mode. Stereo mode will allow you to pick up things like drums and guitars and vocal tracks, which is fantastic. You've got omnidirectional, which will pick up 360. And finally, bidirectional. And bidirectional will allow you to do stuff like interviews. You've got the interviewer at the front and the interviewee on the back, and it doesn't pick up the sides. So that's really, really cool. In terms of cost, you're looking at anywhere, I've seen it range from 130 to 200 bucks Canadian, roughly on par with the US dollar, probably 140 to 190 American. You'll find this online, Amazon, different places like that. I purchased mine from the Canadian arm of Amazon for about 140 plus some shipping through a sale. How would I rate this mic? Well, obviously you can get better studio mics for $500-600 bucks, but for the price that I paid, I've got no problem giving it the Epyx911 worthy of your time. Hells to the yeah, this kit, this gear is rock solid. It's good, it sounds clear, and I'm in love with this thing. And not just because she's purty. It's a good mic. It's really good. It's clear and fantastic. Curious to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. I tend to do tech reviews, tech news updates, and my favorite topic, games. Whether it's game reviews or just talking about developers and stuff happening in the industry. And that's about it for this episode and this review. As always, cheers guys.